Good afternoon. My name is Scott Rutherford, Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's recap and look ahead.
观众朋友们，大家好，欢迎您收看最新一期的直接美股栏目，我是贝赛宁，现在在纽约向您问好。首先，我们来看一下美股大盘在今天的一个整体走势。周四美股是低开低走，美联储此前是暗示加息可能性提高，引发了市场震荡以及大盘承压。同时，银行类股是受到了明显提振，美元指数也开始走高。但是可以看到，投资人气出现了明显减弱。许多分析师对美联储近期的这个鹰派立场表示了疑惑。一些评级机构在内，包括穆迪，都表示对于美国经济其实信心不足。也有分析认为，市场可能已经误解了此前联储暂停加息的信号，而联储内部对于加息进程其实并没有分歧。再来看一下经济数据方面，首先是美国劳工部公布的这个当周首领失业金人数是减少了 1.6 万，降至 27.8 万人，其中在纽约地区的下降幅度最大。那么这个数字表明了美国劳动力市场状况是依然强劲，失业率是处于历史低位。但同时，5月份的这个费城联储制造业指数是降至负的 1.8， 远不及市场预期，显示出制造业方面是出现了轻度萎靡。那么再加上联储近期的这个激进鹰派立场，市场避险情绪也是明显上升。好，那么关于美股市场更多的消息，让我们听一下交易员我们带来的独家点评。
Well, I think it started a month ago when all of a sudden tech earnings started to disappoint and we lost a lot of leadership, and that's why the S&P fell to 2100. So like you said, we pulled back towards the 200-day. So I think it's taking it somewhat in stride. You look here at the chart of the SPX, you'll see this was last year's high. This is 2-year highs 2100. You can't break out above 2100 when you're getting faulty earnings. So here we are, we've had a pullback. Not such a crazy pullback, right? We came into the 200-day, so a decent move off the highs, but look how far off the lows we've come. So basically, if you trade for alpha, you're probably a little careful right now because, we do have this somewhat head and shoulders top looking, chart pattern. But at this point, we're having a hard time really selling off. So at this point, moving forward actively, I would trade versus 2025, and perhaps we're oversold enough for a mini bounce into tomorrow.
Now, a highlight today was Walmart, because with the help of Walmart, it looks like the retailer bleeding seems to have stopped, even with the constant pressure coming from Amazon eating everyone's lunch. What do you think of Amazon and Walmart?
Well, it's funny because Target the other day had horrible numbers. So everyone thought, oh, Walmart's going to be horrible too. But meanwhile, people who got short Walmart, they got stung today. So if you look at the chart of Walmart right now, I still think there's some opportunity there. Walmart, if you look at where it was, okay, it was at the highs way back when around 90. So here, basically, at this mid-level, it closed in the lows after earnings. And now what you do is you have a big gap, a gap up that trapped a lot of people. A lot of people that were short because of Target numbers, they're now, stuck. And now we're back above the moving averages. So if Walmart could stay above, just say, give it a little room 65 for a while, I think that could be a trade to the upside. And I'd rather have you stick with Walmart, the one that has the gap up and the good numbers, versus some of the other ones. And if you want high beta, Amazon also had good numbers, best in breed. It just pulled back. Short term, if you're active, I'd want to see it hold this spot. So at this point, let's see if it could hold this 688 and build off of it. And if it does build off of it from here, that would be overall healthier for the market. If it all of a sudden starts to fail and comes into the 21-day, tech and high beta will probably be under a little bit of pressure.
Let's take a quick look at the banks too, because yesterday they've had an impressive rally after the Fed minutes were released. But today it gave back some of the gains. But people are saying that sector will likely outperform if the rate hike talks will gain traction in June or July. Do you agree?
I agree. First of all, JP Morgan started it by announcing the dividend. Increase in dividend, they have a buyback. Jamie Dimon's buying shares. So if you have to be in a bank, I would say just go with the best in breed. Look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan actually, after Thursday's move, held in there pretty well. Okay, so if you look at JP Morgan, we'll take a close look at this chart here. Basically a little bit of a pullback, but held where it had to. So I think traders that are looking to see commitment to this big move would like to see JP Morgan hold this 6250-ish area. And if it could hold 6250 over time and do a little inside action, the next trade above 64 would probably be very healthy for this sector and the overall group. If the Fed is really going to raise some raise rates. This is the group that's been under pressure, and I would say maybe besides J.P. Morgan, take a look at Bank of America. As long as Bank of America holds above 14.25, at some point maybe it gains a little bit of traction. But I wouldn't be in so many banks. But if you had to be in one, I would say be in J.P. Morgan.
Gotcha. Now, investors have been talking about how the WTI crude oil will have a very difficult time holding the $48 level. Looks like that really is the case now. And with the Fed hawkish playbook, how is that going to play out?
Well, I think people were very impressed how crude came back today, because yesterday, as soon as they were very hawkish, traders short oil, short gold, and the trade was to take it overnight. And this morning, they were down, so a little follow through. Oil reversed yesterday, opened down, you cover. Gold opened, gold got hit hard yesterday, opened down, you cover. So that's what traders are doing right now. They're taking day-and-a-half trades, but overall, I think today's action showed some support for the commodity, even with the strong dollar. So we'll see how that materializes. I would say, if you're long crude, make sure it holds 46-ish with a little room. And, just, again, don't just read the headlines. Look at the charts.
Okay, the charts. Well, thank you so much for your insights today, as always.
And I appreciate everyone watching, and make sure to keep tuning in so we can connect the dots for you.
我感谢您收看这一期的直击美股栏目，我是贝赛宁，我们下期节目再见。